The Footprints Conversations series feature insights and experiences from accomplished workplace and marketplace leaders who consider their work as a sacred calling and ministry. The Footprints Conversation this week is part 3 on risk and reward with Mr. Caleb, based on Joshua 14 verse 6 to 15. Are the risks and uncertainties before you as intimidating as giants? Mr. Caleb will tell you gigantic risks come with gigantic rewards. Don't settle for less. Shall we welcome Mr. Caleb to the Footprints Conversations?
I am glad to be back. Thank you for the opportunity to share the insights and experiences I received from the Lord with your audience.
We need to thank you. We had several feedback from the audience on how your insights have helped them to see risks differently. They are anxiously looking forward to part 3.
I am glad. Anyone can do what I did. You must know the Lord who has called you, and you will do greater exploits despite any intimidating risks. That's what I did.
Insightful. Just as Governor Daniel said in chapter 11 verse 32, the people that do know their God shall be strong and do exploits. So, let's fast forward 40 years later to your exploits. You and General Joshua are the only ones alive this time. All those who demeaned themselves as grasshoppers have died and gone. Right.
Yes, all those grasshoppers died in the desert. Do you know that unlike those grasshoppers, I experienced in my heart the milk and honey and the exploits of kicking out the giants 40 years before the actual experience?
Very interesting. Is that the reason why we read in Joshua 14 verse 7 that you brought Moses word from your heart?
Yes, I brought him word from my heart, not from my head as the 10 majority who saw themselves as grasshoppers. Head knowledge will allow you to experience only what is in the realm of the natural. You have been told, seeing is believing. Today, I am telling you, believing is seeing. You believe with your heart. If you want to live in the realm of the supernatural, stop using your head. I pray that you start using your heart, as I did.
This is another deep revelational knowledge. Very deep. Audience. Stop using your head. Start using your heart. Thank you, Mr. Caleb. What do you mean by believing is seeing?
If you use your heart instead of your head, you will realize that believing is seeing. Your heart gives you the convictions, faith, and spiritual guidance. I asked Joshua to give me the mountain because I saw myself with my heart kicking out the giants 40 years ago when we went to survey the land. I saw with my heart the reward and the exploits 40 years before I experienced with my eyes.
This is profound. Is that the reason why you had the audacity to ask to occupy Mount Hebron where the giants lived in fortified walls?
Yes, Mount Hebron was one of the best parts of the land the Lord promised us. It is also the place with the greatest risks. But since I have already seen myself with my heart enjoying the milk and honey on Mount Hebron, I wasn't intimidated by those gigantic risks. I went for the best part of the land with the greatest risks, and I kicked out those giants.
Amazing. And we read in Joshua chapter 14 verse 11 that you refused to grow?
You are right. I refused to grow. At over 85 years old, I was as strong as I was on the day that Moses sent us to survey the land. I kicked out those giants in that strength. I pray the Lord gives you a revelational knowledge from this experience.
Amen. Let's bring your experience to contemporary setting. What would you say to someone today facing a big decision, career advancement, business ideas, leadership, personal growth, where the risk feels overwhelming and intimidating?
Simple. No risk is overwhelming or intimidating to your Lord. Using your heart to see yourself as the Lord sees you and the risks and rewards as your Lord sees them are not reckless. It may not be rational because you are not using your head. You are not operating at the realm of the natural. You are operating at a higher level, the realm of the supernatural.
And we read that the Israelites threatened to stone you and General Joshua to death when you decided to live with this conviction?
Yes, and I want to tell you and your audience, you will face the same ridicule, laughter, animosity, and threat when you decide to live with your heart. But don't settle for less. Be bold. Don't follow the majority. Stand by what is in your heart. Go for the greatest exploits, even with the greatest risks. You are more than capable with your Lord.
This is amazing. Audience, you will not find these insights in any book on risk-taking. Are the risks before you overwhelming and intimidating? We will encourage you to visit Mr. Caleb in the Bible verses we have provided you. Take a deep dive and walk with him in his experience. We promise you, you will see the risks differently. You will not settle for less. You will experience your mountain with milk and honey, in abundance, nourishment, prosperity, and divine exploits. Let's show our profound appreciation to Mr. Caleb. If this Footprints conversation has been a blessing to you, pass it on to be a blessing to others. Are you a believer committed to fulfilling your professional calling at your workplace and marketplace? We have several resources to help you do that. Just subscribe at the YouTube channel for you to receive new resources we create every week. If you have creative arts talents too, get in touch and let us yield it to the Lord to use it to impact lives for His glory.